love for the yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stanley looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st down, Stanley out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Stanley. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw. Stanley. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stanley. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw on 3rd down, Stanley. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Stanley. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. 30, past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
From the gun on third down. Stanley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Three down! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Takk McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. but they face a second and long to start things out. From the gun, Stanley over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down, Stanley, and Watson has it right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Stanley. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep bringing it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Watson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over.
They'll try and run. Freeman. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on second down. Stanley looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Operating from the gun, Stanley. And a catch right side by Evans. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kentrell Brice picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Back to the air on second down. Stanley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On first down, Stanley. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stanley. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And that is a shake. Oh, it's no good. Off to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. No, Jack, Patriot.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kentrell Brice picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on 2nd down, Stanley. And this is going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off-play action. Stanley. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Let's go. Touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Stanley. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3-19! 3-19! Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
The Bucs want Jones to take this running back job and run with it, literally and figuratively, as he's back there on 1st down.
All right, now, look at 56.
Throwing on 1st down, Stanley, and he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stanley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stanley over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They're going to look to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run with Smith, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to throw. Stanley. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Looking deep downfield. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
12 more yards there and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. Green.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw from his end zone. Stanley. Evans has it left side. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. 5. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
Green 39. Green 39.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Check. 59. Yeah.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead now down to 20. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.